I, Baroness Mone.
This is Michelle Mone, Tory peer at the heart of corruption concerning PPE contracts. But let's let Angela Rayner explain.
Last night, documents seen by The Guardian revealed that yet another case of taxpayers' money was wasted, a total failure of due diligence and a conflict of interest at the heart of government procurement.
What do you remember about the PPE contract with Michelle Mone when she approached you? How did that conversation go?
Well, during the pandemic, there were lots of people who were approaching us with offers of PPE.
Yes, of course it has oily, slippery Michael Gove's fingers all over it. But this is ground political custard as covered before. So what's changed? Well, we'll get to that in a moment.
I referred all of them to the appropriate civil service channels in order to make sure that the PPE that we were being offered was of sufficient quality and could be sourced in time.
So that was absolute rubbish. It's well known that a lot of PPE acquired through these fast-track channels was absolutely unusable, with up to £700,000 a day spent just storing it. Storing PPE that could not be used. Meanwhile, other suppliers of quality PPE in this country were offering their services but were totally ignored. So Michelle Mone and her husband have always denied involvement with PPE Medpro, a company that, let's let Angela Rayner explain again.
In May 2020, PPE Medpro was set up and given £203 million in government contracts after a referral from a Tory peer. It now appears that tens of millions of pounds of that money ended up in offshore accounts connected to the individuals involved.
It was a procurement process which every offer went through in order to assess.
But she did approach you with your personal email, no?
Well, lots of people approached me.
Personal email?
Yeah, there were lots of people who approached me, whether it was through email, text.
So, we know the story. Mone left the House of Lords to clear her name, over and over again denying any connection to PPE Medpro.
So, Michelle Mone stepping back for a period of time from the Lords.
Exactly, Jane. So Michelle Mone, the Baroness that's been kind of drowning in these allegations over the past few days since the revelations began in the Guardian newspaper, is taking a leave of absence with immediate effect while she, as it's put by her team, clears her name.
Until now, when she finally admitted involvement. What this means and why she's admitted this information is yet to be found out, but hopefully the net is closing in on her, and more importantly, the connections who made it possible. Let's let Angela Rayner have the last words.
Profits made possible through the company's personal connections to ministers and the Tories' VIP lane that was declared illegal by the High Court.
I think we've got to expose how public money was wasted. We're still seeing that over £10 billion was wasted on these contracts that was equipment that couldn't be used.
Click here for some more disgusting Tories.